Time now 8:13 as we turn to Pride Month coverage. During the height of the COVID-19 outbreak, one Pittsburgh family practice doctor's office mobilized in the streets to test people for the virus. Community Outreach Wellness Center has a mission to focus on the LGBTQ community, but anyone who needs help can walk in and get it. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 anchor Shannon Perrine talks with the physicians and other staff members about why they come into work every morning, and some of those staffers started out as patients.
If you are a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, that this is a safe place, and this is a place where there are people who look like you, people who come from experiences like you, and people who really do understand the struggles that are specific to this community.
We primarily serve the LGBTQIA community, primarily, and also people of color. But anyone can come here, but we really like to focus on that community in particular because, again, their access to services and also access to culturally competent care is limited.
Remy Black lived in Morgantown, West Virginia as a grad student and came here for transitional care. She also was interested in HIV prevention treatment, which now comes in an injection.
And so being able to just come in and get a shot. The first one is for 1 month. It gives you resistance against HIV for 1 month. And then every subsequent shot is 2 months. And I believe that the research has shown that it's actually superior to Discovium PrEP.
Remy ended up getting a job here.
To now be in a position where I can educate others, and especially working as the transgender patient navigator, I have a lot of transgender patients come through wondering, how do I access the system, right? Like, how do I get to my procedures?
So we need physicians or clinicians who are competent in providing and understand the history of these patients in detail and what they've been traumatized with, and also understand the type of services that they really need.
36 years ago, Dr. Marvin McGowan was diagnosed with HIV and AIDS. He says his prognosis these days is great. He became a physician to help people just like him.
And so we provide services that allow them to express themselves the way they exactly feel they are. So we have some patients who are born what we call cis female, who believe that they are a male, and so they're allowed to come here and we'll treat them with hormonal therapy, and they're able to transition to any degree they want.
At Central Outreach Wellness Centers, patients can access treatment for HIV, hepatitis C, hormonal transitional therapy, which he says is not available in many healthcare centers. They also guide people into drug and alcohol addiction treatment and mental health services. Dr. McGowan wants everyone to feel comfortable coming in for HIV and STD testing.
That they're not going to be judged based upon what they're engaged in. Okay, and then for the other people, again, if you are engaged or active in sexual activities, it only makes sense to protect yourself. Again, you can walk in this clinic or any of our other clinics at any time, and the services are free. There's no judgment.
So I was addicted to opiates for about 7 years, and I didn't know where to go to get help, but I knew this place would welcome me with open arms and help me out, like, no matter what.
Ryan McMullen is from Greensburg and had a career in finance. He is now the business manager at Central Outreach. He says the people here saved his life.
This place is for anybody that needs help anytime. You can walk in and just be met without judgment and get whatever you need.
But what I'm doing is I'm working to help my community. These are the people that I care about, and so I love to do it.
And you don't have to drive all the way to Pittsburgh's north side.
We have 5 different locations. So we have one in Aliquippa, we have in Washington, we have one in Erie, and then we have one in Cleveland Heights. So no matter where you are in this side of the state, it's easy to get care.
Shannon Perrine, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
The testing Central Outreach does for HIV and STDs is funded by the state. Central Outreach is a for-profit family practice medical office with a nonprofit foundation that helps to fund some of its work.